to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
X3, 218, chopper, 59. Hey, Echo. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, it's Stafford here. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Now he's forced out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Easy. Mike, 58, right there. 21.
Stafford now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. It's a gain of 9 yards. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, lock it. Twist. Check 3. Squeeze.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Minshew throwing on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check 20. Go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 50. Deuce. Fair. Get it.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he cuts it right in it. There he goes, right side. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go. Out, 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 out. 11.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set, waiting. 53, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Back.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Protein spill. Fresno. 55's Mike got 32.
On first and 10, Stafford eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. 7-7, our score after one.
At the 22-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Topper. Look at me. Go. Ready.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's go. 15 line. 6-6. Pull it high. Hard. Let's go.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eli Harrell. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 54 yards.
A gain of 54 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Slam, slam, slam.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 50. 53, Mike.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Middle. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get in the weight. Alert. Get in the weight room. Check. Hey, Haywood.
On 4th down, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
go now. 8, read. 56. All day, baby, all day. Pilot, 64, read. Crunch. Under 10, under 10, 10. Lead grip, lead grip.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Hey, lock it. Shoot.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 31, check 30. Squeeze. 80 weapon. Hey, Sam on.
Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken at the 46. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set, 180, 32. Bandit, bandit. Hey, zoom. Check mark. Watching it.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
You're set. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
10. Hey, high 7. 58, right there. I got it. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Minshew got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He's still barreling through. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Minshew sets to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Look at me. Go, go. Watch safety screen. Hard, hard. Safety screaming. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Five.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Hey, D-back, let's go. We can roll out. Patch it. Hey, lock it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 43. Look, squeeze. Get it.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Badgley able to knock this one through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, stand up.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check three. Go. 36. Kill. Stand.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's coming. Rock it. Jump. Look at me. Go. Be friendly.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Get out. Check 99.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the safety. Hey, lock it.
They'll run with Jacobs. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. But I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This is taken at his 4.
of golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the ball. Kill. Big 20. Hey, 54. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 53. Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
To throw is Stafford. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Hey, stand up.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Shit. 25.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Break. 56. Check 56. Leo. Watch the block. Motion. Block. Tight door. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch out. Rock it. Get it.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, 22!
After the interception, here's Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
22!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You're out. Ready.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Back. Watch it. Squeeze. Let's go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got his man. It's Williams. 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
Zebra. Recon, 132 fighter. 59. Watch twins. Look at him.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready, hot. Mike 55. Mike. Easy, alert.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside. The 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's gone.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now Minshew going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Greystone travel. Roll out. Check. Hey, lock it.
On fourth down, Minshew. And able to complete it to Moreau. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Hey, stand up.
Check it back.
Leo. Go. Go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford flush to his right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Easy. Smooth. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check mine.
Now Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. I'm going.
Hey, exit.
I'm going back to you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right.
Double right.
Rip left, rip left. Check, 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 check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Stay 50, stay 50. Bravo.
Go 58 to Mike. It's going to be a long day.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
No, no, no. Off.
Drill right, 22.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Go on. Get it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
Here we go. Watch safety creeping.
There.
Safety's creeping.
Rock it. Step.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with 1 hand. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Hatchet. Switch. Hey,
Look at me. Go. Hard.
Sponge. No. Showing it.
Ready?
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Go out.
Tighten up.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Ready, ready. 10-2 stop.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Look, squeeze.
Check three.
Hey, stand up.
36.
Two.
They'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Ready.
Spike 56. All day, dog. Kill.
Leo.
He's coming. We got double up. Joker.
Back to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go.
Slam.
There.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. So that'll do it for us. For my partner,